You're welcome back to the Pulse on the Joy News channel on Multi TV. And as we mention all the time, your views and comments are indeed welcome on the show. Look for us on our social media handles, Joy News on TV, on Facebook and on Twitter. We'll be glad to share your thoughts with the rest of the world. Now, the police say they are on the hunt for some unidentified men who were seen wielding weapons as NPP and NDC supporters clashed in the Odododiodoo constituency here in the Greater Accra region on Tuesday night. 3 persons were injured in the clash, and police say they have stepped up security in the area to prevent reprisals. We'll hear from the police shortly, but first, let's bring you a report on what has been happening in the constituency and how tension is beginning to build up with just a few days to go to the elections.
Mabel, a retired civil servant, has lived in the Odododiodoo constituency since 1967. That's almost 50 years now. She's very familiar with the clashes between supporters of the 2 main political parties, the NDC and the MPP.
We have got 2 NDC and MPP, so anybody who wins, that's all.
But Mabel's thought does not cut across this deeply divided community, split along political lines. Here at the Jamestown police station is this milling crowd, hundreds of angry supporters of the New Patriotic Party demanding the release of 3 of their colleagues arrested following Tuesday's clashes here. Around them are these well-armed police officers and some armored vehicles. Gunshots were heard, machete wounds sustained, and egos of people bruised. NPP parliamentary candidate for Odododiodoo accuses the incumbent MP, Neil Vanderpoy, of masterminding the attacks.
Neil Vanderpoy was the NDC candidate. Ask yourselves what happened, and it was Kufuor placed an injunction on him. It was because of violence, because of electoral fraud. That is his personality, that is his language, that is his posture. His posture has been, his posture has been violence, his personality has been violence, his language has been violence.
Mr. Vanderpoy would not comment. Today, however, there is calm, but the people here are worried about a possible reprisal.
Me papa nye politics ni. Me busafo nye politics. Me say me nye party ni bi. So who ye party na who di one nua. Who di ni ko party say see na NDC awini na kokodu awini. Who beto me afra wonua no. Na ni na kasa. Who to be fan kasa ye pe say ye mpa so ye pe peace.
There is nowhere to go, and that's the message this man, a supporter of the MPP parliamentary candidate, Neil Vanderpoy, is spreading in the community. He was, however, confronted by a woman who did not want his message.
Neil Vanderpoy give me advice to thank everybody that whoever gets strength and power to support him at Bukom. He was thanking everybody who came, who did not came, who think about it is supposed to came, did not get a way to came. He was thanking everybody. God bless everybody who support him to make his campaign in that Abuko. That's the reason why you are seeing me now this afternoon.
Are you facing any challenge moving through town and doing this job?
No, people were talking about they want to beat me, but I'm just having a faith and hope that I was talking what I'm saying. So I'm not afraid of anybody who is going to beat me because I'm saying the truth. I'm not insulting anybody. I'm not fighting with anybody. I'm there for peace and strength and following Panama to get new community to change in Odododiodoo.
So I realized that when you were moving around, some people confronted you.
Yeah, people were talking, if I don't stop what I'm doing, they will beat me. But what I'm doing is what I'm doing. I'm still continuing doing what I'm doing because I'm not there to fight with anybody. I'm there to explain everything to any youth and any woman in this community to hear what Banama was saying.
For former civil servant Mabel, the tension in this area will surely die down It's a ritual which repeats itself every election year, she says.
Oh, I've heard about, know about, but after the election, things will calm down.
And like this woman, many residents of this community just want this. Fifi Kumsin, Odododiodoo, Accra.
The developments from the Odododiodoo constituency. Let's just hope that the tension dies down even before the elections come on December 7. And talk about violence and its attending problems. Here is now a peace message for you as we draw closer to the December elections.
We cry for peace.
My name is Reverend Dr. Kwabena Opuni Frimpong, the General Secretary of the Christian Council of Ghana, and I'm excited to interact with you, our cherished viewer. This moment, as a country, we have been blessed with opportunity to go through the process of electing leaders for our country. Now, leadership has a tremendous impact when it comes to development, growth, and building the future for those who come after us. And therefore, it is a very important period that we as a country, we shouldn't fail ourselves and we shouldn't fail those who are coming after us. In fact, there are many more outside this country, investors, people who are interested in this country, who will also be very much disappointed if we fail ourselves. But having said that, there are real issues for us to address as we go through the process of selecting leaders. One, like all other contests, whether beauty contests, whether football, boxing, it is expected that some level of tension will arise. The remaining weeks, at least the next 2 months ahead of us, is expected during the various political campaigns, posters and other things, debates, depending on those who will be organizing presidential debate here and there, the radio and TV talk shows. It is expected on social media that the political temperature will arise. It will arise because there's a fear of losing power. Those who are already in power, whether members of parliament, president, and others, and those who are also coming in, the fear is reside in all of them. Now the challenge is, how do we manage the fear of losing? Because it's something nobody wants in contest, but we must handle it, we must manage it. And underlying the fear, in terms of managing the fear of losing election, two major things: cheating and violence. These are the two cards that all those who want to run away from losing election are now going to use. Verbal abuse is part of the violence. Or those who will arm people, prepare them, send them out there to maim, to fight, to snatch ballot boxes, to destroy other people's posters, to misbehave during our political campaigns. These are all manifestations of violence that must be addressed. The next one is cheating, and cheating underage, cheating, double voting, cheating, even writing results that words and figures don't match, and many more. Now, this is why those who have been put in place to address these issues must be up and doing. We expect the EC to be very fair and firm in addressing all matters of cheating and make sure that at the end of the day, we are going to get free, fair, very credible election. And that is why the security agencies equally must be up and doing, because people are getting ready for violence. And therefore, we must give the signal to these people that the doors are shut. there's no space for you. But we must also do it in such a way that we sustain public trust and confidence, that a group should not get that false hope and courage that we are untouchable. The police must, and all the security agencies must assure us that we are there for Ghanaians and we are not there for any particular institution, or we don't have any favored friend or child or a group in this process. But again, the political parties themselves must accept to play the game according to the rules. We must play the election and go through the electoral process according to the rules. What it means is, if you aspire to be our leader, being president, member of parliament, issue of credibility and integrity must not be downplayed. Our leaders must give us impression that they are ready to give us quality service and they are bringing in sound moral values, and among other things, credibility is important. You shouldn't become president or member of parliament in this country under falsehood, basing on false foundations, lying, cheating, violent, bloodshed. It shouldn't be said of you, my dear contestant, in this process. It must be said of you that you are a gentleman, you are a lady, and let that be seen, especially those who are Christians. For us, politics is not a dirty game. Politics is good. Politics is leadership, is service. And those of you already in our churches, and I say the same for those who are in mosques, the mere fact that you have entered into politics should not reduce you to become dirty. You are clean. Remain your integrity as a Christian, as a Muslim. Politics should not make us dirty. You are clean. You are a church person, nurtured. Carry your faith into public service. Christians, and I say the same for Muslims, in public service, in politics, let us see the hymns we have been singing in church on your campaign platform, not necessarily becoming a chorister on platform, but the words, the values in the hymns must be seen in what we do and how you interact with other people. But those of us church people, let us journey with our people. They are our people. They are our best people. You know, if we have been able to groom people in our churches for them to aspire to be into public service, they've done well. They need prayer support. Let us intensify prayer and fasting this period, and let's interact with them not as outsiders. Politicians cannot be outsiders as far as the church is concerned. They are part of us. Religious leaders, let us journey with our members. Let us continue praying with them. Let us be free, fair and firm with them. Give them the recommendation. But if something is not right, we should be bold enough to say it. We do all this to the glory of God, for our own common good, and for the firm foundation for the generation that will come after us. Ghana must win this election, but it's a collective responsibility. Let us all come together and make Ghana great and strong for ourselves and those who are waiting for us.
Now, let me let you have this peace message sink in. We'll go for a break. When we come back, we'll bring you sports here on The Pulse. Stay with us.